hopefully this is working. And I hope I don't hear an idle immediately. I'm going to do the Tighnari and Alhaitham story quest because they are locking the last hangout quests I want to unlock. That's the entire reason I want to do these. 600 XP. What's it with always being Catherine to start with Sumer request? It's been even the world quest, you start with Catherine. And at least a few of them you do.
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Oh, the name volume's good.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It is as you say. The commission
No
this time
clutch.
around is of high importance. It pertains to the safety of the
A bit
Avidia
early.
Forest's inhabitants.
Didn't expect you in here so soon.
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia Forest seems to have become contaminated.
Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that
Yeah,
strange
then
things
reinstall
are happening
Genshin.
to people
It's
who cross through
understandable.
that region. The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so
Is
easily.
my overlay not
If we
working?
allow this contaminated
What's going on?
region to expand, the
Oh, no, it's
consequences
working.
could be unimaginable. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation.
I
Even if
assume you
all
had
we
it
can do is
uninstalled
stop
just to
the
save
contamination
space,
from spreading,
which
that will still
would be
save
very
many
fair.
people.
This is forest business. Maybe Tighnari will know something. Let's go find him.
Because of Alakino, understandable. She does rerun tomorrow, doesn't she? Where am I off to? All the way to Gondova Village, okay. Oh, you're playing... That's also a fair reason to uninstall. I need to play more Wuthering Waves. I haven't played it since I did the 2.0 story. It's addictive, yeah. That's how it goes with games at times.
Shh. Keep your voice down.
New
Tighnari.
Genshin is coming.
Everything's spinning.
Huh?
Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her
confused.
toy.
What do you mean by new
I
Genshin?
didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tighnari, I heard that people turn into
58
birds after
pulls.
they die.
I mean,
Is that true? I feel like
it shouldn't be too hard to get 58
later.
pulls in either game, right?
What happened? Tighnari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
Oh, it's cinch.
So that's how this whole mess happened.
Fair enough.
Anyway, go rest. No running around
Oh,
until
yeah.
I say so.
58
Got it.
pulls shouldn't be
Traveler,
too hard,
Paimon, let's step out for now.
right? There should be enough to do to at least get most of that in Wuthering
Mr.
Waves.
Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics.
Though I don't know how much you've
Let him
got.
rest here for a while.
Maybe you
I
get some
told him
quests in
that he would
Genshin.
feel better
Yeah,
after some
understandable.
medicine and rest. But I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest
I mean,
Watcher,
Genshin's
you
Lantern
have to
Rite
help
is
him.
soon,
If memory
isn't it?
serves,
So,
a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow
you
in
build
arid
16,
deserts.
you need 30
They
pulls.
usually look like shriveled weeds,
Well, you're
but
already
can be
guaranteed 20 of
revitalized with a
those
splash of
by just
water.
logging into the game,
They're
so
expensive and unable to
I think
grow
you're
in the
fine
immediate
to get
forest's
all
climate,
Aquino.
so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale. Have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
Though I guess you do have to log in 20
all right.
for
Thank you.
5 days on each one just to get those 20 pulls.
Contaminated region.
There's 10 free
Is that why you
pulls
two are also here?
from 22nd
Is it a
to
new
sometime in February? And then the second 10 pulls are from just logging in
Whether
from
you look at scale,
1st of February
internal
till the end of version
or
5.3.
resultant effects, they're completely
So
different.
23 pulls just by
The only
logging in
thing they have in
over a
common
few
is
days.
that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidia forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right, let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti
Yeah,
grass.
one of them will be on
We
the
can also ask
Chinese
about
New
the
Year.
contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
I do know one does start in 2 days. So day after all Aquino's available. It doesn't matter which one I took. I forgot how much teleporting you do in submit requests. Why is this guy just staring at the flowers?
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something
Yeah,
like that.
Aquino's on banner.
It's a long
Oh right,
story.
banner
Some
times
of
are
our goods
different
were
for each
stolen
region, aren't
recently.
they?
They were mechanical parts.
She's
not
not
from
available for like
academia.
another
Though they're old models, they
20
still
hours,
fetch a
I
good
believe,
price
for
on
me.
the market. Our caravans had to pull together.
And then the
more
next
to
day
afford
the
those parts.
login
Now that
starts
they've
for
been
the
lost, we'll likely come up
Great
short this
Intertwined
trip.
Fates. Was it the
All the
Primogens
merchants
first?
talked
I
it
don't remember
over
which one it
and
is.
decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best,
Yeah, time zone
you're shoving
moment.
the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental
Honkai
anomalies.
Ruin. Do you mean
We
Star
can't keep
Rail?
waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit
I wouldn't say
hid in the
Honkai Star Rail's been
contaminated
ruined,
region after
no.
stealing those mechanical
If
parts.
that's the one you mean.
How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
No people?
However, sold for 20 mil.
Even if
I
tell
do
you, you
remember
might
that,
not
but
believe
wasn't that
me.
more related to Genshin than Star Rail?
The thief that stole our parts was a huge
I can't even
mechanical
remember what the
crab.
context
What the
was.
heck? The Avidia forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this.
Yeah, that
Came out
one's
of
Genshin
nowhere.
news.
Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran
I
away.
think.
We
I
were
can't
all
remember what the
shocked.
context
By
behind
the
that
time we came to our senses,
lawsuit
the
was.
thief was already long gone.
All I know is that they
I see.
did pay the 20 mil,
If we help
which
you
is
retrieve your
fair.
stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right, we'll go and have a word.
I don't know how we know which one to talk to. Okay.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents.
I think people are
Turns out
quitting
many others have
Star
also been
Rail
robbed
due
by that
to.
crooked crab.
I think it's due to the
Crab only
M4
seems to be
story.
interested in machinery. Doesn't even bat an eye at
People
other
apparently aren't
models.
interested enough in it
Caravan carrying a large amount
because
of
it's
more
like
had an
10 hours
uneventful
long
trip,
or something.
But another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a
I guess
scourge.
it's fair to
We'll eventually
quit
think of a
that
way to
game
get rid of it.
because everyone has their reasons to quit games, no matter what.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on.
I'm not really sure what the reason why some people are quitting that game is. I
Didn't
just know it's
academia
related to
ban research on
3.0.
mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Ah, who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
I'm so confused by what a mechanical crab is in this game. Can't say I've ever recall that being an enemy.
Robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the
3.0.
contaminated region
Yeah.
after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Interesting.
How are things? Did you make
I
any
mean,
progress?
no, for Star
We
Rails
learned of its
3.0.
behaviors.
That's
Much
the
still
only reason I
remains
know some people are
unclear.
quitting that game.
Assuming normal operational
I just recall
status,
being related to
mechanical
Star Rails
constructs
3.0 to
generally
quit
act
that game.
according to their given commands. If I were
For
its owner, I'd
Genshin,
command
for
it to
quitting
steal more valuable
Genshin,
things.
I
Or the more
don't think I've
command,
really heard people
that
quitting
would be the
Genshin due
most
to anything.
efficient method.
But I don't really keep up to date
But it
on
only
what
goes
people are
after
doing.
mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
People quitting Genshin because of Genshin's
So
3.0 isn't,
you all
would be
found a way to retrieve our goods?
interesting to
Do
say
you
the
have any
least.
more mechanical parts with you?
Just seeing as it was 2 years ago.
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it,
I
and
wasn't
then
there
make
to ever
observations for
experience
further
that one, so
conclusions. Well,
wouldn't know
chatting
what
like this won't get us
Genshin's
anywhere.
3.0 was like.
We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now.
At least for
This
when it
bag of
initially came out.
samples is
I obviously know
all
what the
yours,
story's
Mr.
like.
Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that
Why is
offer.
there just a god
Anyway,
staring?
we'll use the mechanical
what?
components in Sumpter Beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab.
Oh, it's probably that
Once it
automatic
appears,
looking at
capture it. I leave the
the
timing to you.
character.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
I always forget that Genshin has that. You need Primus Volcano weapon. I can't help you with that. Because I have no primos. I used them all getting Silani in trying to get her weapon. And now I'm down to 80. I already did the spiral. Well, I've done spiral abyss up to floor 10. Floor 11 and 12 I won't be able to do due to character builds. And you raise a good point on the Imaginarium Theatre. I forgot to do the rest of what I want to do for it.
Current perimeter. The goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Thank you for that reminder. I need to do that later.
We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay, we'll start from here and have the Sumpter Beast with the components on board lead the way. This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's
God,
keep
we
up
have to
with it.
follow the. It's hard to not to be slower than it because it's so slow traveling.
Huh? Why did it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The
You bet it did
caravanners
floor
were
11.
disheartened after
Damn, is that how typical it is? God, I am glad I don't do Spiral Abyss normally. Oh, it's that
Did
thing.
you hear something?
What a dude shooting Hydra. Oh boy.
Is that the mechanical crab the
Man,
caravan
which enemy is that?
charging straight at us?
It looks strong. Be careful.
Is this really the mechanical crab that...
Fulfill our pact. Coming at you. Ha! Watch out!
Oh, I can't do any more damage. I will... Oh, it's him. Oh, I know what you're on about now.
Caravan robbing crab. Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it. Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions.
Yeah,
Keep an eye
I can see why that'd be an
I'll search
annoying
around
enemy
the
to
area
fight.
for the caravan's goods.
Really, only on floor 11 though. That sounds like a floor 12 enemy.
I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Any objections?
They're really
You
talking
came
with the
from
mechanical
depths of
crab.
the contaminated region, right? How about you help us
Two
with
are
something?
there. Oh.
If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted.
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Paimon gets it now. Does this scuttler understand what you're saying?
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region, So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It seems to be really happy.
Why are we talking with the mechanical
Listen
crab?
to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood? I'm not sure. But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Okay. And back up top. Awesome. Their voice increasing, decreasing, like in terms of volume? Could be an audio issue on my end. If that's the case. It's kind of hard to keep a good eye on it.
Oh! Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us!
Yeah, it could be an
Thank
audio
you
issue on
so
my end.
very
I'm really not
I don't know
sure.
how I
I
can
could try
repay
turning
you.
it up after this
Wait.
cutscene.
Didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
Yeah, I'll try turning it up.
But
Maybe
those
it's an
parts
issue
are
that I've
very
just got a
useful
bit
to
too
me,
low.
Just like the Vasanti grass.
It's hard to tell
I
sometimes with
retrieved the things you needed,
OBS.
and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder. The forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Oh boy, back to Gandala village, yippee. Settings. I did originally have it at
Paimon coming in.
I'm not even gonna bother listening to that for like the 70th time at this point. It's in Dolby stereo. Is it?
Return to the skies!
I wouldn't know what it's in. Maybe I've got audio settings incorrect on OBS. That could also be an issue. Because I did just update the app. It had an update to do, so that could very well be what's causing the problems.
Watch out!
Look at
Hi there,
audio.
Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh. Okay.
But once I'm
Oh.
done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long.
Huh?
I don't
What?
think he finds me very approachable. I'll go
Okay,
prepare the
that was
medication.
strange.
Traveler, give me a hand.
Why my OBS just refresh? All I wanted to do was just change something.
How is he? Doing any better?
The story well, I mean, to be fair, it's only been 20 minutes. That
I
would
feel
be a
like he's
very
doing
short
lot
story
better,
quest.
And his temperature is
Well,
returning
at least
to
nothing
normal.
ended from
That's
that.
wonderful.
Glad nothing ended.
Oh yeah. He asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy.
Everything seems fine.
Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you.
He's not even in dungeon.
Can I ask what happened?
Wait, huh?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear that I asked you to?
What do you mean he's not
course
even
I
in
did.
dungeon?
Are
Wait,
you going
am I
somewhere
missing something?
far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing, and once they've been done, you'll realize that they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with
Story.
problems as
Oh,
you yourself
right.
see fit. You don't have to emulate
Oh yeah,
me.
that is true. Most quests do end after a domain, don't they?
Alright, then I'll do my best.
I never really picked up
Master,
on that.
Traveler, Paimon,
Not gonna
take
lie.
care of yourselves.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I think you'll understand why once we arrive at the contaminated region. You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like
Not
you
most,
said,
all of
things
them
will
are?
likely be
Really?
uneventful. Let's return and find that
No, I
craft.
think Marika's didn't. Navia's definitely didn't. Which other ones didn't end after due to a domain that they just finished? Can't think of any others. I can't really comment on some of them since I haven't done them, and others I can't comment on because it's been too long since I did them.
Return to the skies!
Oh god.
Take me out!
That crab is actually. Oh no.
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the
I'm trying to think. Which ones didn't finish? I know Marika's definitely didn't finish after a domain. I don't even think hers had a domain to do.
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here. Odd. You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidia Forest to become like this?
Oh, we're into a contaminated area. Yippee. Oh, straight into another talking scene,
So
okay.
this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about.
Domain time,
Oh,
surely.
it definitely looks different from normal. It's like
I don't
really
think I don't think it's gonna end that soon.
suffocating.
I mean, it hasn't even been half an
Do
hour
you feel
yet.
unwell at all? Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
How do you know that?
Well, I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis.
The order should be
Look at these
fine, but as well,
flowers.
right?
How are they different from normal?
Fight with other mechas, probably.
This flower species is formerly known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known as the leyline lodestar.
Should have probably asked if the order
They're
was fine
sensitive
earlier.
to ley lines
That
and
would have been
emit
smart.
varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of ley line activity in the surrounding area. From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
Okay. Another Sumeru rose. Oh, you can collect them? Oh.
No, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
The contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which is probably the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbances. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled.
Leaky ley lines sure can cause a lot of damage, huh?
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding environment. Climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under fixed conditions, they reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies to react in abnormal ways. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they fall ill.
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but she and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt to this kind of change.
Goddamn, 100k of
course,
Carlotta.
it's not a good idea to spend too
That's
much
quite a
time
bit.
in areas with concentrated ley line energy.
I
The
assume
only
you
one
enjoy
who
your
can
gameplay as
freely
well?
traverse this place
Oh,
is
I assume you
probably the
enjoy her
mechanical
damage
crab.
at least.
That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something.
Oh, it is this way. Back into more dialogue.
Environment. No wind. Target parameters.
Verina
Normal.
Tarchi.
Setup
Nice.
complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
Where in the world is this?
A purification device I made. It can absorb excess ley line energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire region!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluence, we'll need to tackle the source. That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
Something's approaching.
For level, oh yeah, what level is she currently?
So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return.
I assume she's
Get
probably
ready for
about
them quickly.
level
Don't let them
70?
get close to the purification device.
Like level 70 is a good enough guess. Nice, I didn't even get to move before I got hit. That's... oh my god.
Whew. That's all of them.
Oh, look at that, more mechanical enemies.
Hey! Where are you? Wait for us! Let's hurry and keep up.
Is it worth keeping up?
The mechanical crab went that way. Let's keep up.
You lost oh. That's unlucky. Probably do that first, so I don't take damage. Because healing is no longer an option for me. You got Chalcaro.
Spare me! Please spare me!
Hey, are you okay?
Rip. That's really how RNG goes sometimes, isn't it?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move. I'll patch you up.
Hitting 500. Well,
Who are you all? What happened to those mechanical monsters?
Don't worry, we took care of them.
I mean, 500's
Oh,
okay, right?
That's
Unless they're
good.
meant to be a DPS, in which case,
It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
yeah, I don't have anything to say about it.
How do we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad guy. It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
it's faking it. It has to be! Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other mechanical monsters and kill me!
I really
Do
hope
you
that's not
know
meant to be a
what's
DPS
inside the
character.
forest? It's all crawling with mechanical freaks! I just came here to pick herbs, but I accidentally went into the contaminated region and almost died. I gotta get out of here. Ah, yes. Yes,
Mephinan,
I have to escape.
Maximum. Ooh.
Be careful.
I assume he's meant to be a
These mechanical
DPS.
life forms are up to no good. It'd be best if you stayed far.
Yeah, I've
far
got
away
nothing
from
for
them.
it. Good luck with
No
that.
wonder the
I
academia
guess.
wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms. Those things should be annihilated.
Are you okay?
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption.
Wait, how much does it do in
He's been inside the
comparison?
contaminated
I'm
region for too long.
curious.
We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village.
Because 1400 max
When
damage
he gets
is
to the village,
very
someone
low.
will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal. So, you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward, huh?
You got 6 copy of.
It's so hard to understand.
I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. Nice.
Regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it? Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you? I wonder. You're like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the inside. And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical
Is that someone that's like a support slash
Okay, it definitely doesn't
healer?
understand you.
I'm assuming that's someone that is
It seems
mostly
like
like
it
a support
possesses limited
person.
understanding only towards matters related to mechanical components. Help others to get parts. That's
Unless you
probably
just
its thought
manage to
process.
cease. Unless
As
it's not
for
even
why
a
it,
character,
rather,
actually.
Its owner is collecting so many components. I'm not sure. It's getting late. Let's set up camp for the night. We'll explore further tomorrow after a night's rest.
Okay.
Hey! Over here! Come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
Okay, that's one way to get the player to look up, I suppose.
Let's set up camp here.
Alright, Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong. But the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent. You'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tighnari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. There were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. I'll forage for food. Oh, you found some already.
Paimon understands it this time! It wants mechanical parts again!
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system. I'll note little things like this, and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really sad.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. I'll wake you up later.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so, poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too good, though.
Not too good. Yes. I guess that's fair. I'm in the tent. Oh, there we go. A very specific spot.
Sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines? It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This feels like when we just started adventuring together. Nighty-night.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I used 2 of my homemade incenses. Don't worry, they're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell, my suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect. Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontamod for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows? Maybe the subject will be unbanned in a few years. That's a difficult question to answer. I am interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Veluka Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. Once you start placing yourself above other life forms, I mean, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions? Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us?
What in the
All
How
right.
in the world does it prepare
Seeing
coffee?
that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it? Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. Leave it with her. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Surely he's not going to just transition to daytime. That's 100% what it's doing, actually. Well.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Really? You're not mad? Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. A quick question. Do you feel off at all? Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the leyline effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent, and you two...
Is there something we can do?
extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right, let's meet back here later.
Are they all not just together? Yeah, they're literally just together. Oh, once you collect... Oh, that's why. I thought I was meant to actually go back to the center, but I guess
Alright.
not.
It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
I feel like his mouth was meant to be moving there, but it was just completely glued shut.
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
That's one way to actually easily deal with these. Wait.
Watch out!
That's actually so much easier now. Am I really getting given a side quest? One of those random events while I'm doing this? Can't say I've ever had that happen before. That's what's missing. I forgot to put the shield on. Wait, what? Oh. Fair enough.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Leyline energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves? We're going in.
Oh, that's the domain. Wow. Can I pick it up? Are these something like I keep? Oh, that's not the right one. Where's Sumeru roses? That's a regular Sumeru rose, but I don't say the strange. Damn. Because they're part of the mission. Makes sense. It is strange not seeing the message of current party team is lower than recommended. That's just strange to me. I'm so used to seeing it.
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Let me see, my shield lasts a decent while. No chest, okay. What in the world is going on in here? What is that meant to be?
What is this?
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in leyline energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there's no control unit here, then there must be a trap door somewhere.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Huh? Oh. It'd be a chest.
What's this?
Oh.
It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
The hell is this place? What?
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here? Almost forgot about you. Here. This is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
In the file room. Oh, I thought it was still here. I had to collect the documents.
Wow! It's huge!
Oh. Dear review,
This place is very secluded.
I don't know what you
It's a
mean by
natural
that.
hiding spot.
Hello?
The pipes continue further.
Like, in terms of what do I
Did you
review?
two find
Game?
anything?
Characters?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording
builds,
used for an experiment,
no.
and based on its serial number,
I would be the last
it's from
person to
2
ever
years ago.
consider for that.
Tape recording?
Yes. The Spontamod created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production
There
into
should
a tape.
be some
However,
good
these
YouTubers out there
devices
that
are
can do
expensive to
that
make
for
and
it, that
aren't
do review
entirely
builds
stable.
though.
That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Okay, this should do it.
Karkata? Karkata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Karkata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Karkata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people, always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
Oh, there's gonna be 2 more tape recordings, I see. Okay. Oh. Physics a bit wonky on that one.
Look, look! Paimon found another tape! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from a half a year ago!
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, there you go. Water entered the chela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
After Abatui left the academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Let's keep looking around.
I get the feeling the last one's probably gonna be dated to probably a month ago. Seeing as it was, what, 2 years, then half a year. Only feels right it goes to a month.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. It doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did
That
something
explains why he's
even
always
more
after new
dangerous.
parts then.
I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never put a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the Academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... Was there any point to it at all? I'm sorry, Kakata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
I see. So, the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. To Abatui, for a machine to truly be considered a mechanical life form, it must possess features similar to any other living organism. It should be structured similarly, it must be able to cry and laugh, and it must have the capacity for independent thought. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the Academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of as an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak, and yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit, but before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
That's a pretty good idea. Do I need to just hit it? Oh. Thank God I am not forced to use... Thank God I was given Tighnari. What the hell?
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
And then I need to head left. Oh. This is interesting flooring. I need to head this way. The hell? Oh, it's... God damn, I haven't seen this since, Dainslift quest back in Act 1. Chapter 1, sorry.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down? Watch out! Ah! Cha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya!
I mean, it's just gonna be some basic machines. I doubt there's gonna be any boss type ones. An interesting place to have them.
Illusion shattered.
Get to work!
Maybe I shouldn't turn up master volume. I should have just turned up dialogue volume. That would have been smarter.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Let's head back.
And then there's just a way out here. Okay. Another common chest. Okay. The primos are nice, and as are the sigils, because I need to level up that tree thing. I still haven't leveled much up. It's trying to replace his parts.
So, Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Karkata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. Who knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tighnari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's truly a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm gonna go confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while.
I never thought I'd see the day in this game where a mechanical crab is trying to fix a human with the parts. Well, quote-unquote fix.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification devices will handle the rest. Moving on. Those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale. According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will all be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and, then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
Alright. Then... let's go back to Catherine.
Well. It's, one way to do a domain, I suppose. A mechanical life form wanting to try and repair the person who created it. Well, that's definitely new for this game. Well, quote-unquote new. Due to the quest most likely being 2 years old.
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled. Oh, then how about we find Tighnari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tighnari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh? Alright then, we'll find Tighnari tomorrow and tell him not to disassemble Karkata.
I get the feeling he's already got that plan not to do it. I don't know, I just... Oh right, I'm also going to adjust the volume. Just remembered I need to do that. I shouldn't have turned up master volume, I should have just turned up dialogue. That was a bit too much down, whoops.
How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find Tighnari. How do you think we should ask him?
It's a good question. Okay. Borders DI. But did that turn down the game a lot? Oh, don't tell me that's just turned down the game further. On stream at least. I really hope that's not the case. Okay, it seems fine.
Keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect. It can also be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two data sets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
Karkata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policies...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine. I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Carcata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontamod. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidia Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Carcata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Carcata as a true living being now?
The possibility exists is all. It's hard to explain Carcata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Carcata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
That's gonna be the last time we ever see that machine as well. I noticed the early photo there. Oh. I see. Oh my god, he even turns to look at you as well. Oh Christ. Makes my sensitivity feel so low.
When people at the Academia included me in a group photo, they would also send me a copy.
That's why there's copies of
I
them.
have zero interest in group photos. But I also wouldn't just throw them away. I stored them all in a box. After coming back yesterday, I looked through them and found one with Abatui. I gave it to Carcata and it seemed happy. That's good enough.
There's a lot of photos there then. And then with a different researcher. Damn. Just gonna steal all these flowers. I'm sure they won't mind. Okay, Alhaitham's quest. Oh god, back to the Academia, yippee. I'm gonna be fast traveling between these places a lot. What was that noise?
It was designed by my
I feel like I've just accidentally skipped dialogue without even meaning to. Just completely unintentionally.
How's everything going with your thesis?
Like, oh, what was that?
I should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it. Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well.
How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new
This is
thing.
the continuation after Act 5.
Yeah,
Right.
I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
They're really out of their minds, making Alhaitham the acting Grand Sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him! He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What brazen arrogance! Misery of miseries! For the academia to have him as the acting Grand Sage?
Sorry for that impression.
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Alhaitham. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now. He really doesn't like Alhaitham.
Yeah, news spread fast. Yeah, sure. The update for what?
Hey,
For
are you okay?
Alakino's
you don't
banner?
look too good.
The Matra.
The mantra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to a Matra about something important.
If me and
In the
Alakino.
state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself.
You have plenty of time,
Whatever
Dino.
makes
This
you
still
happy, then we'll pass
this
on your message to a mantra.
it's about 20 hours
No,
when I
I
logged
have
on
to tell
earlier.
them
It's been
myself.
about
They're the only ones I could trust.
I want to say about 18 hours are
Sorry,
left before
can
she's
you
on banner.
Lend me your arm. This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine. We'll take you to a mantra.
I'll be taking him to Sino. I'll have a quick check. You have 19 hours and 5 minutes.
We promised to take him to a mantra, but we don't know that many, do we? Oh, wait. Sino should be back at the academia. Let's go find him.
Oh. Yeah, you still have plenty of time, really.
Hey there. Excuse us, but is Sino at the academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with the mantra. It
Hours
sounds
of
like
work and
something
17 hours
urgent.
for Genshin. Oh, Christ.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Get your work done at least. That should be your top
Siraj.
priority at least.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him. for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
Okay. What? Oh, there's Alhaitham.
Huh? Alhaitham?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kinda weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
Surely
Right.
Paimon
In that
won't end
case,
up spreading all the
I'll fill you in on
information.
what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
Oh, this is probably going to be an interesting one, hopefully. I still can't get my mind off the goddamn mechanical crap that can somewhat understand people. That's just... what? Straight into her talking. Okay, great. I thought I'd at least have to enter
We're
before
here, Acting Grand
get
Sage
me into it.
Alhaitham. What's our next course of action? Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
Protect himself with what? He doesn't have a weapon. I am just simply doing the, well, Tighnari and Alhaitham story quest currently. Well, the Alhaitham one, since I already did Tighnari's.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, He's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the
have
acting
had
Grand Sage is
5
trying to
story
seize the
quests
Matra's
piled up
powers.
for the past
That question was
4
obviously bait.
months? 5
The
months?
Matra were once under the influence of the sages,
So,
and so were often
I would say it
subject
makes
to
sense to
bureaucratic
finally get these
traps.
done.
The test was strictly unnecessary, though.
And they
I
also
hope
lock
that our
out
exchange
2
will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
hangout quests that I want to unlock as well.
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha! I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Well, unfortunately,
For some reason, I
she's
felt
not getting it back. It's now not
when
hers.
I met you for the first time.
It's not my fault the game gave me it instead of Sid
Really?
Lollies.
A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Ksharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham. Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
No, I've just realized that.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
We both lost the
Yeah,
weapons we want to a
that's the name
pyro
of my
character.
buyer.
I just want to point
He asked
out.
to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts.
No, I guess
He
at
had
least you
originally
don't have
agreed
to
to
wait
meet
as
at
long
the
as I'm gonna
tavern
have to wait to
earlier
get
today
my
to do the
to get the
trade.
weapon I want.
I sure didn't expect to get stood up.
I'm probably waiting at
run
least a
into you
year
all.
and a half for
Perhaps
it.
Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh,
What?
that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I
Oh.
see.
It's fair
We'll be
reason to
returning
borrow
to the
them then.
academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
People are either leaking a year or going insane for 5.4.
Follow
Well,
me.
there's only about 2 weeks until we see what 5.4 is like from the official live stream, so I guess we'll see then. Or at least I'll see then, because I'm not going to be looking at these leaks.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads.
Oh Christ, can YouTube stop
means we're
recommending me leaks, please? I hide the channels every single time and they keep coming back. Please,
Are you serious
YouTube.
about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so
Oh.
that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation.
Look, people are 100% always leaking. They will.
So you're
This
not
happens
here
every
because you're
update.
interested in the case itself, but because
It's why
you
I
know
purposely
the
stay
suspect.
clear of anything related to
You
them.
couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution.
What?
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Suraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilias, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing?
It's understandable.
What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Suraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow.
What?
Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
Okay. I'm going all the way back up top. Yippee. There's really no point in fast traveling because it's only above me. Unless it's further away than I'm thinking. But I think I just have to go through the double doors and then I go through another door, right? It has been far too long since I've been near the academia. I think the last proper time I was here was the Nahina story quest. I think 3 months ago or so. Yeah, I'm going deeper inside, okay. Oh boy. Hello, Jay. Oh, I thought it would initiate dialogue for some reason. Oops.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses
No,
report to your office.
it's
Did you give
not.
it a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past
I don't
figures.
normally reveal my actual
Yes,
name,
though
so
that is
that's all I'm
primarily
going to say
because
on
there
it.
are fewer
Sorry to
scholars
say.
with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilias. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project.
What?
He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
A lot of people to just cancel their things. "12 people in a month cancelling their off-site projects, research things, whatever they're called." It's a rather high number. Kind of alarming. Unless that's just the normal thing in this game. That many people just casually cancel their projects. I don't do the Abyss. I did do up to a 10 though.
What can I do
18 started, I
I
guess.
heard that you canceled your research project.
I didn't do
so
11 or
I'm
12
just
though.
here to ask
I
you
don't have
why.
teams built for it.
Oh, that. It's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who.
Maybe in the
canceled,
future I'll
right?
give it a go,
I mean,
but I don't
people
think
have
I'm
had no
gonna
motivation
try
to conduct research
for a
lately,
good
haven't
while.
No motivation to conduct research?
they? Yeah.
Have you
Say,
made a good attempt
who
at
might you
least?
be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have.
You're stuck on floor 12, that's
right?
understandable.
Wow.
I've seen a few people that saying that they are having trouble with that.
Only reason for the lack of
I
motivation to
am
start new
ER
research.
56.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha
The only
terminal shut down.
reason I don't have
I'm sure you're all aware
teams is
that
because
we
I don't really
require
build
all
more
kinds of
than
knowledge
just
to
one team
perform any
worth
of
of
the research we
characters.
do. Back then, the
Unless I'm
Akasha
interested
would
in that
respond to any
character.
of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so
And plus
we
I
were
still
able
have
to
a
immediately
lot of
run
exploration
various
to
tests and
finish
experiments.
off. I haven't...
I see.
I am behind.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered
It's
to
your
manually
AR level,
sift
like?
through data and files ever again?
There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head. It hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members, based on their assigned number and the task's importance. Lastly, this system must support the rapid exchange of information within the collective, or even better, allow its members to share their memories and emotions.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry! We have to stop him before it's complete!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, the person just sitting in the back and
Take your
listening
time.
in.
You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Huh? Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
I guess we're not going back to the... Oh my god. At this point, it's worth just trying. I'm gonna end up having to run back down there anyways, aren't I?
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Ilias?
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up.
There's a chest back
what
there.
A terrible thought.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their Jnana energy. At most, Jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please wait, I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Just what did he do that he's angered multiple people?
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right, then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
How the hell have I missed this?
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
Like, I'm pretty sure you had to go here during a quest as well, and I still managed to miss that. How? I've even been down there getting lost on how to get down. Oh my god. How do I miss these things, man? Oh no, I should really follow the lines.
I'm tired already.
I'm not gonna be able to know where to go if I don't.
But what if Tivat is round?
What? What? What if Tavat isn't around? Is that what he said? How far away is this? Okay, yeah, it's not this way. This is why I've never been able to find the way. It's because how goddamn far you've got to go. Good God. You've got to go a decent distance to get here. Yeah, no, I see why I get lost there at times. Jesus. I'm glad I rarely ever have to go up there. I'm never going to be able to get over the fact that I missed such an easy, precious chest. It's just 10 free primos sitting there that I somehow missed.
Let's split up for now. Ilias, you go and get your paycheck. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
Back to the archive room. Okay. There's an elevator? It isn't. Ride the elevator to the house. Oh. I didn't know this place had an elevator. Good to know. It's a decent ways up. There we go. Oh, it's this. Ah, no, I remember now. You go here during the Archon quest.
Okay.
For the previous
The important
siege.
files from the last few years should all be here.
That's a lot of files. I have to say that's a lot of them. Vacancies for sages. Oh. Okay. He is reading a book. A small book. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Understandable. Yeah, he was not reading the documents, he was reading a book.
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilias's file. Let's meet downstairs.
Alright. Oh, no, I'm not being forced. Cool.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
Wait, what?
Me?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him.
Oh.
Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry.
So why were people angry at him if he was if he did
Should've
something
been
good?
something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
I think
Let's
it's
head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
I get the feeling his secret to it is just not caring. I want to grab all the books here, because I clearly didn't grab all the books here. Unless I did? And that's just one I missed? No. I guess not. I missed some, but not many. Wait, huh? Wait. Why was one of them purple? Oh. That's a quest item. Or at least it normally is. Another one? Just how many lore pickups have I missed? Oh, well, there's an achievement, so no, I'm not looking for any more of those. Oh, there's another. Just how many achievements am I getting? Seems like there's only one more I can grab. But then there's also the problem of I don't know where to look for it. I'll have to continue that later. Collecting those goddamn books for achievements is so annoying. Oh, right, I'm going to Gandharvaville. Why did I even go through that? I should have just teleported. There is zero reason for me to have just left that way. I see a Sealy. Oh, and there's a challenge as well. Awesome, I'm finding so many things I wish I could have found earlier. No, I can do them later.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
It's such a foul thing, isn't it?
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
It's honestly foul, that image. Having Eula's first Forcelorn Hu Tao. It's insane.
It's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us. Ilyas, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Ah yes, minor headache.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out.
What in the world happened in
I
the
can't
past?
imagine how things are going for you at the Academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
What?
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey, hey! That's enough, you two! Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here, it's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met?
Might it.
I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but
Wait,
what I
is that
really
the...
meant was
Wait.
a sense of loathing.
That's the person on Amphoris? Wait, this
But having spent some
Wait.
time with you, I realized that you're not someone I disliked to that extent. Strange,
Hold on a
isn't it?
second.
Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this
What?
quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you.
So that
But
means
first
the
things first.
entirety
Remember where
of
Siraj's
3.x
cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really?
is essentially the Fate collab.
Paimon remembers that you said there are two things that you had to do. We've only checked
Because
out
he's one of the
one,
main
right?
characters for that
What about
area.
the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
What?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
Because he's literally one of the first people you meet. He's the third named character who's going to be playable that you meet. In the entire thing. What?
For the next interview.
Interesting. I hope I'm wrong on that because I'm not gonna lie, the story's not the best for it. And again, I have not really done it all, and I don't really have intentions to do it all. It's further down. There's not really a waypoint that's down there. It's over here, right? Yeah. Based on this cutscene, yeah, he's pretty powerful. That's just based on the cutscene that introduces him.
It's so well hidden, but there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
Alright, Alhaitham's nothing to say. Fair enough. Understand him. Yippee, I got my 40th emerald fragment because I'm going to use it. If there's already that happening, he's going to be playable in 3.1. If that's already happening. Isn't Alhaitham? Yeah, Alhaitham's literally just another coaching. Oh, that's water. Actually, what is that sword he has? Light of Folia Incision. I'm assuming that's his weapon.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilyas, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilyas! Where'd he go?
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
He's probably just decided to stay outside. If anything. No chests? I feel like they would hide chests during this. That just seems like a very MiHoYo thing to do, I don't know why. Oh. Imaginary type and destruction. Damn.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me
What's
already.
with all the imaginary type characters?
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you. He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it.
Well, they technically have to for the game.
Why are you putting up with this?
You're not wrong on that one at
A lot
all.
of people warn me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems.
So this is the bad thing that this guy did?
He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort, countless all-nighters, and casual threats and insults, all for a measly 20,000 mora?
He's not even being compensated fairly.
He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
Why I feel so upset that he reported someone committing academic fraud and isn't even at least compensating.
You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilyas is now returning to the collective. Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
Is there a chest? Please climb the rock. There we go. Jesus Christ. No chest in there. Cool. No L. What? Oh. I see what I need to do. Interesting, I didn't think you'd have to be doing this. Oh well, I have no range like I thought it did.
Shine down.
Okay, so his abilities run out already, so it's useless to me. Now there's whopper flowers and slime? What in the world is going on here? They definitely are. Just have a look at the Senora main subreddit, see what's going on there. I'm interested actually now. I don't have any means to look at it either, damn. People, there's no doubt that people are definitely still saving up.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
What the hell? They are 100% still saving up, and honestly, I commend them for the dedication.
Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
They don't like Alhaitham. Shocking. Wow. Where am I going? No, that one's empty. Okay. Why is that one empty? Oh. That's all that noise was. Oh, another memory.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame.
Oh no.
I thought he was stronger than that. Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer, but he chose now, of all times, to...
Jesus
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
I think Elias is in the correct here.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
What the hell? Someone in here. Just staring at books. Like, not even reading them, just staring at closed books. What the hell? So you can obtain 2 keys at once. Probably up to 3 if I had to guess then. Different card slots can go. Oh.
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
There's another so now a chance to get Senor and the Tobo as Capitano and Senor as the second lead. What? You know, they might be going a bit too high on the cope here. Not going to lie to you.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
Oh, I see. That's what that was about.
You seem troubled.
That's going to
you?
be Siraj.
Where are my
Yep.
manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj, I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
Okay, let's see. I don't have to C6 or 5 code almost 3 times. Holy crap. I respect their dedication.
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him and we're gonna make him explain himself!
600 plus is not that much. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's probably just enough to C6 a character. With some average luck. Even then, if you get below average luck, that's not even enough to C3 a character, that's probably enough to C2 them.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And I wanted
You mean
to
6,000
apologize to you
plus
as him.
pulls, to be honest.
It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive.
That sounds about
was
more
my
right, but that's
task
still
as
not...
Siraj number 36.
that's enough for C6, but all 5...
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion.
they're probably doing pretty good.
It was finished a long time ago.
Capitano
Before I
mains are
left, I
probably
was
going through the
already
stage
living
of
as
grief
number
at the moment, though.
36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful
Well, they
sometimes,
100% will, but they're still going through the stages of grief at the moment. I think we should let them go through it.
Time to consider, Ilias.
That is Siraj.
So you're that giga jerk!
Giga jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to offend you? I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness.
How the hell did he
I assigned
manage to
numbers
convince this
everyone
many?
and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right?
Well, I mean, there's not much to know about them, considering we don't even know if they'll be playable.
There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to conform. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which
Oh my god, there's more
ordinary
buildings.
bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent. Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations.
Wait, you say Dendroculus?
Everything has
Huh?
been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way,
Or did
I'll
you find
use
one
my
in
growing
your
influence
world?
to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate
Right?
study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself.
Oh boy.
Return, number
Okay, you enjoy it. Now you've got me wondering on where the hell this Dendroculus is. Yay!
Words don't make life.
Enjoy whatever you're doing.
Ilias?
Why is my overlay stopped? Now it's working.
You
Oh
two
my
are
goodness,
just as
overlay.
arrogant as Alhaitham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do. Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj. Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to...
Well.
Wait, it's back to normal already.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
The fact it can use fungi?
Monsters! Where did they come from? And something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Hey, Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work, so what?
That probably wasn't even his plan.
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it.
Huh?
You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can.
Show no mercy! Illusion shattered!
Oh my god. Flying enemies trying not to be annoying. Oh god, I can just knock them out the air easily.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
Oh.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Get to work!
Nope. So that's where that one went.
Hey there!
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Academia. The Matra.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
It's so cursed seeing the wrong weapon on characters. Oh well, at least I don't have to go for all one now anymore. This weapon will do just fine.
Possible. Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Was there an error in our judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must
Oh
have
my
made
god, the lag that just
error in
caused.
his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that
I didn't even get to finish all the dialogue. Oh, welcome back.
down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My numbers shouldn't be so far down the list. Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to.
I should be the one in your position!
Oh. Humans are happy. I mean, every main will be happy that their character's getting a rerun, to be fair.
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions.
Wish my
For
overlay
example,
would work. What's going
Ilias
on with
did
it?
have differing perceptions, but he ultimately
I don't-
followed the
I
collective
don't
consciousness's
understand.
judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions.
I need to update it. That might be the
The
problem.
disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the Hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes.
Doesn't he always have that look?
You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the Academia to stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
And that was the message that he left.
What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
That was the message he left for Sino, to follow the symbols. Of course.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter?
Is Paimon...
Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't
Does it
worry.
matter?
The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Alhaitham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
I mean, why are we sticking around? Nope.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
No. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person.
And some one
How
person's come
things
to
look,
terms with it.
We've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
I don't think Alhaitham's gonna care.
Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
Something tells me that Alhaitham will just not care one bit about this.
So, were they all duped?
It just seems like the sort of thing Alhaitham wouldn't care about.
Look
looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the Academia.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
Chest. How long's in there? Probably not long. Oh.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
He's just gonna leave, isn't he?
See ya.
Yep.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
I'm surprised he didn't actually just straight up walk off and not say
You'll
another
know when
word.
we get there.
The only place I can think of is the Academia. Yeah, just no way. It's not the Academia. It's just in Sumeru City. Oh, okay. To a building. Okay. Oh, it's Alhaitham's house. It's Alhaitham's home. Okay, fair enough.
Is this your home?
Surely he wouldn't just walk into a random building.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
Wait. Is this meant to
you're
be?
back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh?
This is Manuel. Oh, whoop,
Stop
well.
making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
So this is when you're meant to meet Kave.
You're that person from that time in that one place.
Huh?
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates.
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham?
So you meant to meet Kave here, but the first time I meet him was during
Sorry,
Sino's
I know
second
we've
story
only just met,
quest.
but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
Wow, he has no confidence in him.
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends exactly. Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
We used? What?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kave. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances.
His name's not meant to be revealed
please
until
don't
now.
say anything about me living here.
Oh my
Seem
god.
like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
Are you serious? How could you? Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
But Jesus Christ.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead?
I thought it'd be like maybe 2 or 3 books, but
Oh, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2
lots
lines
of
of reasoning.
books he expected to
The
be
first, as I've already
semi-read.
said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of you!
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? Whew.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Huh. Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right? Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Well, these two get along very well.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
You whisper very loudly.
Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me.
Shocking.
To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the Academia. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as well.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
See ya.
Why did the door just... What? What? Answer them to it. Oh.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
Damn it.
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
And I suppose
Surely.
they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be.
Well, I'm glad I decided to witness that dialogue. They are, they get along well. Even, no, I guess technically they really don't, but, oh well. Seems like an issue on their end for, deciding to live together. I can never finish any entire series. It's insane how the list just gets longer and longer. There was 4 here. Yeah, it's always been 4. This one was 3. This one's 3. This one is 6. God damn. Quickly go grab my adventure reward. That's not the right way. And I'm watching NPCs just loading from thin air. Nice. It's always great.
Add Astro. Thank you for
I'm only halfway through 56. Oh my god. I can't believe how long it takes to go from AR 55 to 60. It's actually insane how long it takes. How many prey must I end up with after that? Nearly 320, damn. I can't think of anything else I want to do today, but...
me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Okay, I don't want to hear any more voice lines. I've heard voice lines too many times. Well, I guess I'm done with another 2 quests. There's only... Huh? Does Catherine just randomly say rebooting? What? Okay. I only have 3 more to do. Venti, Baiju, and Lenny. Slowly getting through them. I pray no more come out this year. Though if another one does come out soon, I can do... I won't have to do 3 in one, I won't have to do I won't have to do 3 in one stream instead of 2. I'll have to do 2 instead of 3. It'd be way better in my opinion. Trying to think. I guess I could just go finish off the event real quick. Just get the last 2 silvers. The 200 primos. Yeah, I may as well. I'll do that real quick. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Head to challenge location. On hard. I don't care about what's recommended because I will brute force with Geo anyways. No matter what they try and tell me. This is truly what it's like being Geo. Oh my god, I hate how you have to interact with him. Yes, yes. Start.
Shine down. A proper send-off. Watch out. Hey there. Ow.
Being able to crit a little bit more often is nice. I have to say. And on to this one. Hydro characters have an advantage, really? I'm totally gonna take that into consideration. I wanna brute force. Yes, yes, start. I'm gonna get my burst back. I don't think I will I? Oh, I do.
Illusion shattered. Attack! That's the way. Coming at ya. See, Lolene, he's Papa. Get.
That did nothing. Oh, because I triggered the wrong elemental reaction.
Show no mercy. Coming at ya. Hey there.
It's a bit longer due to that shield. Maybe using Hydro is better here. Oh well. That's all I wanted to do. There we go, another 200 primos for free. Nice. Trying to think. I don't think I'm gonna return to Star Rail anytime soon. Purely because I don't have any interest in the game anymore. And I mean, ZZZ's next version drops on Wednesday, so... Trying to think, what else is there? I mean, we're halfway through Genshin's patch already. Soon we'll have, in like 2 weeks we'll have the is it 2 weeks or will be a week and a half? Maybe a week and a half, and then we'll see what 5.4 is all about. Okay, get that out of the way. I feel like every time I come out of a cutscene, I always have trouble walking backwards. I don't know why. Something I can't help but notice. I'll do ZZZ on Wednesday when it's out. When it's what is it? 1.5? I believe it's 1.5. And then I'll probably get around to doing the rest of the story quests on Genshin afterwards. Outside of that, I don't know what to do. Might go back to Dying Light 2. Get some more progress done in that game on the Nightmare playthrough. I also still need to go back to Wuthering Waves at some point to do the story quests for the characters, but that's always something I'll forget. Like, I have interest in that game, I just never play it, I don't know why. Yeah, I'll do ZZZ's update once it's out, and from there I don't know what to do. Genshin, Wuthering, maybe go back to Grounded, but even that game I haven't been playing much of. Dying Light 2 I'll probably go to finish off my Nightmare playthrough at some point. Don't know if I'll do the DLC. Well, the no longer real DLC one, because it's now included in part of the base game. Still need to go back to Dying Light 1, finish do the following, not even finish, do it, because I never started it. Yeah, I'll do ZZZ. Afterwards, I'll choose between Genshin, Wuthering, Dying Light 2. Maybe Grounded. I don't know what I'd do though. Finish off New Game 4 and then just call it quits. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do if I ever go back to that game. Finish off NG plus 4. And then from there, I'm done with the game. I'll probably do a WoW playthrough if I feel like I've got enough interest. Unlikely, but it's always worth having a feel for it. ZZZ Wednesday. Afterwards I'll choose what game I want to do. I'll probably do Genshin again. Finish off another 2 story quests. I would consider hangout events, but I realized how goddamn mind-numbing they are if I do multiple. I regret that choice I have made. I'll probably return to Dying Light 2 as well after Genshin. I'll decide when I want to do these. It's only Wednesday, I know for a fact will be ZZZ.